is still on the loose. Much of the state locked down as that manhunt gets intense.
Live from KSAT12, the news at noon starts right now.
Another rainy and cloudy day in the Alamo City. However, Mother Nature is giving us a whole lot more than we bargained for. A tornado briefly touching down in San Antonio. Some folks like me got a taste of it.
That caused some localized damages on the near north side. We have RJ Marquez standing by on the near east side, where some people have a mess to clean up. But first, we want to get to meteorologist Justin Horn for a look at the latest forecast.
Yeah, guys, sorry to interrupt there, but we do need to get back to the potential tornado warning. We'll get it pulled up here in just a second. You're looking at our green wall. There it is. That tornado warning, that's going to go until 12:15 this morning, this afternoon, I should say. We've seen, again, throughout the morning, some examples of this where we get these very quick spin-ups. They don't last very long. It's hard to get a warning on them because you'll see the spin-up and then as quickly as it forms, it goes away. But we're watching kind of the edge of this storm here right along 97. If you're watching from Floresville, the threat has passed. The threat has passed. But if you're watching from Stockdale, that's where we're still watching for the potential of this little spin up. And we'll put it on the velocity. So this detects the winds away and towards the radar site. We can detect where we might have rotation. And again, it's right here. It's still kind of broad, in my opinion, but there may be a little bit of circulation here working along and parallel to Highway 97 as it moves up towards the Stockdale area. It's just moving northeast at about 15 miles per hour. Could obviously have very heavy rain gusty winds with it, but it's this little spin up that we're most concerned with. And we'll put the track on it one more time, 15 miles per hour here. And again, that should be near Stockdale around 12:32. And then Alum around 12:42. And these are areas that we'll be watching to see if this circulation stays intact as it moves up to the north and east. And know that you're going to get some very heavy rain as well. As you guys noted, we had that spin up around San Antonio a little bit earlier this morning. And we want to talk a little bit about that. We're going to keep tabs on this, of course. We'll check back with you in just a second. But we'll go back to you guys about what we saw a little bit earlier.
Yeah, Justin, of course, you've been talking about it. We knew the rainy weather was going to hit this morning, but then a tornado touched down, and it was something that we really weren't expecting at the time.
Neighbors in Alamo Heights, Terrell Hills, and other spots on the east side caught by surprise. This noon, we're seeing down trees. I even saw a pumpkin rolling down the street.
RJ Marquez now joins us live near Austin Highway in Alamo Heights. So, RJ, notice a lot of damage behind you there.
Yeah, that's right, David and Ursula. I mean, and you guys just mentioned this was completely unexpected. Talked to a couple of neighbors. They didn't want to go on camera, but they basically said that, you know, this was like a boom, a quick sounding sort of situation. They didn't realize it, but they definitely felt the pressure here. So if you look over my shoulder, you could see the damage that was left behind at a school here, Southwest Preparatory School. A tree fell on that fence there, and there's also some more damage further down the road here at an apartment complex, the Alcove Apartment. So we want to get you the video now. This happened at the corner of North Vandiver and Sidell Road. So this is right off of Austin Highway. You guys mentioned that's that middle area between Terrell Heights and Alamo Heights. Our crew here was the first one on the scene, and we saw that huge tree blocking the road. The storm caused the tree to fall over and damage the fence here at Southwest Prep campus. A Good Samaritan actually pulled over and started to cut the tree with his own equipment before city crews arrived and ultimately cleared that damage. So the school also had some debris and roof damage as well, but fortunately the kids inside were all safe despite losing power for a while. Here's what San Antonio Fire Chief Charles Hood had to say.
Appears that a small tornado hit the area of Terrell Hills, Fort Sam Houston, and this area of San Antonio, which is Council District 2. We're waiting for confirmation from the National Weather Service. Looks like it could be a potential EF0. But again, high straight line winds caused damage to this apartment and some trees in this area and to another building.
Yeah, that's right. And then the chief saying that fortunately also there were no injuries, no reports of that as well, or serious damage here. But there were about 270 customers that lost power. That was according to CPS as this storm rolled through this area. Chief Hood also said that they had to respond to a number of high water rescues in the area as well. So school officials here, again, we were kind of talking to them. They're busy sort of cleaning up the damage here. They said that their phones were down for a while, their phone system, but they wanted to reassure reassure parents that their kids were safe. We caught up with one mom who came and picked up her child right away after she initially saw some of our reporting on KSAT12 during our 9 o'clock show, and her kid sounded very shaken up about what they saw. But again, everyone is safe here. No injuries, no significant damage. But again, guys, something that definitely shook this entire neighborhood or this area. David and Ursula, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ. We're getting lots of great pictures on KSAT Connect. Don't forget to download the Weather Authority app. You can find the latest information when nasty weather hits. We're going to show you some of those pictures in just a minute. You can also use that app to submit your pictures.
And Justin will be back with an update here in just a second. But in the meantime, San Antonio police say a 16-year-old and a 10-year-old were shot overnight. They were found around midnight in the 300 block of Roseland, just north of Highway 90 on the city's west side. Police say they found the 16-year-old with a gunshot wound in the hand, and the 10-year-old had a gunshot wound in the arm. Both taken to the hospital and are expected to be okay. The victims told police the shooting happened at UTSA Boulevard. No suspect information is available right now.
One teen is in San Antonio police custody. 2 more on the run after this. It's believed they stole this car, then crashed it on the city's north side. It happened just after 5 o'clock yesterday on Patricia Drive, not too far from Blanco and Wurzbach Parkway. Police say the driver of a stolen Audi lost control and rolled the vehicle in front of an apartment. 3 minors jumped out of the car and started running. Officers caught up with one of them. No one, though, was hurt in this crash.
San Antonio firefighters say a garage fire severely damaged a home on the city's far northwest side. Smoke and flames were seen just after 1 a.m. on Blue Water Cove, that is near Calaber Road and Shoreline Drive. Firefighters were able to put it out, but said the garage suffered some serious damage. There were no injuries, and investigators are still trying to figure out what sparked those flames.
Now to the story that has gripped the nation, a lockdown in much of the state of Maine at this hour. Law officers are hunting down a man who opened fire in 2 crowded businesses last night, killing at least 19 people.
School closed, residents told to stay in place while the search for the former Army reservist continues. Morgan Norwood with the law enforcement is warning everyone to stay out of that suspect's way.
A massive manhunt underway after mass shootings at 2 locations in Lewiston, Maine left at least 18 people dead and 13 others wounded. The first 911 call coming in around 7 p.m. from a local bowling alley that was hosting a youth night for a kids' bowling league.
We have an active shooter. We have multiple injuries.
Authorities releasing these surveillance images showing the suspect they're looking for. His name is Robert Card, and he's pictured armed with an AR-15 style rifle.
Mr. Card is considered armed and dangerous, and police advise that Maine people should not approach him under any circumstances.
Megan Hutchinson and her 10-year-old daughter Zoe were at the bowling alley. Zoe's leg grazed by a bullet.
I never thought I'd grow up and get a bullet in my leg. Why? Why do people do this?
After allegedly shooting several people inside the bowling alley, Card is believed to have traveled about 4 miles to a local bar and restaurant. Sources tell ABC News that Card has a history of military service and is a firearms instructor. He was treated at a mental health facility over the summer after allegedly saying he was hearing voices and threatened to shoot up a National Guard facility in Maine.
We also have an incredibly strong laser-like focus on bringing this suspect into custody and ultimately to justice.
Authorities discovering Card's white Subaru around 11:30 p.m., just 8 miles from Lewiston's crime scenes. Multiple communities on alert being asked to shelter in place, and some nearby schools have closed for the day.
You and me and all these people standing here, we all got a fear for our lives today, and it's not the way I grew up.
And according to the Gun Violence Archive, there have been 565 mass shootings just this year alone, with last night's shooting being the deadliest. The White House has lowered flags to half staff. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Lewiston, Maine.
Still coming up, Victor Wembanyama showed a lot of poise down the stretch last night, and he showed us what we are in store for throughout the season.
Everything's kind of settling down here in San Antonio, but boy, not to our east.
Yeah, we still have that tornado warning that's going to go for just a little while longer there in Wilson County. We had another little spin-up show up on radar, and that's what we're watching right now. We want to get you a little bit of an update on that. It's right here, and you can see the warning for the most part is shrunk because this is moving pretty quick clip. But it was right here where we were getting some of that spin. I'm going to pause the radar, and we'll look at the velocity once again. The nature, again, of this activity is that it just spins up quickly and then goes away. And at this point, we've pretty much lost all the rotation. So I think that we're in the clear at this point. If you're watching from Stockdale, I'm going to tell you you're probably okay at this point. You're going to get some heavy rain, but I think the threat for that spin up and that tornado is quickly winding down. And we're going to watch for this threat. Even as we get into the afternoon, we can see a few more spin-ups like this. I'll put it back on radar. The other thing we've got to watch is the heavy rain. Still seeing a lot of that, especially around Lavernia and Sutherland Springs up to New Berlin. These are areas that already got rain this morning, and now we're getting a batch of some pretty heavy rain that's starting to shift in, so we're going to watch for some of the flash flooding as well. We're going to talk about what we saw earlier in San Antonio, too. We got some video for you. We'll show you that right after the break.
It's not like we've never seen this kind of weather before. It just seems like it's been a while since we've seen something this intense.
And it seems like we're getting everything we could possibly get.
It got a little active this morning. There's no two ways around it. And by the way, that tornado warning we were just talking about, it has been allowed to expire, so we're good there.
The one earlier today, though, was not big. It was, you were saying,
small,
yards wide.
Small, in that is what you would expect if you see these kind of spin-ups. These are not the big classic tornadoes that you're going to see with a big supercell. They're just not. But it did touch down. It did do some damage, and we're going to show you that video in just a second. First, let's get back to the radar and make sure we're on top of what's going on, say, around Seguin, where the heavy rain continues to come down. This is not severe. We do not have any warnings. This is just good heavy rain that's coming through the city of Seguin right now. It could cause some minor street flooding, though. I'll let you know that. And that's the kind of the idea with these storms. A lot of good heavy rain is going on with these storms at the moment. And as we look at the current situation, these are moving northeast at about 15 miles per hour or so, and will continue to do so. We haven't seen a lot of lightning strikes with them, so that's the good news there. It's mainly just been this really good heavy rain, and as these pass by, you'll see rainfall rates 6-7 inches per hour. It doesn't mean you're going to get that much rain, but certainly it can cause some of that minor street flooding, and it looks like our hand tracking's not working there. But Mia, could you do me a favor since you're over there? Mia Montgomery's here helping me out. Can you switch it over to rainfall estimates, and we'll look at some of those? Perfect. Thank you, ma'am. And you can see where we have some of these yellow colors here. That represents some really good heavy rain, and that's where these storms have kind of been training over the same areas. We just showed you the good rain in Seguin, so you're going to start to see more big numbers here. But as far as rainfall estimates, 2 to 3 inches, I think, in these corridors where you see the yellow color. Not as much rain around the airport, but we did see some good numbers nonetheless, and that's the case up around Helotes as well. So good to see the rain. We don't necessarily want to see what came with it, but as we look back at the radar one more time, a lot of this, and the bulk of it, is starting to move east of San Antonio. So I think the threat is winding down here. With that being said, we do see another cell down here that may work into parts of San Antonio early afternoon. I'm not going to rule out rain chances, but the overall threat for the really heavy rain is going to continue to push east, and places like Seguin, Luling, Floresville, which already got some good rain, you're still kind of in the thick of it, and we'll certainly keep an eye on the radar. I'm going to go over to our KSAT Connect, and this is the video that was really impressive this morning. There you see the tornado. This is taken from downtown. Look at that. You can actually see debris getting pulled up and around the tornado here. And so we're looking east near I-35. That's where that tornado touched down. We think it actually crossed over I-35, but the Weather Service will go out, do their analysis to look at the damage, and then figure out the exact path and how strong this tornado was. And you know what we'll do? We'll also pull up the video, I think, that we got earlier this morning along I-35, where you could see it actually crossing the interstate. Give me just a second here. I'll pull it up on our iPad, and this is the video from earlier that you can see along I-35 there. You can also see the rotation. I think this is where it crossed over the freeway. And look at everyone in the morning commute, you know, thinking, wow, this is crossing right in front of me. And it sure did. Everyone kind of slammed on the brakes, not surprising, but it moved right through there. You can kind of see it there just out of the corner of the overpass, pushing through right there as it moved east. And we know that it did a little bit of damage around Fort Sam Houston and then eventually Terrell Hills. And we'll be checking out some of that damage periodically with some of our reporters today. So As we look outside for you, we did see some clearing earlier as we look down Interstate 10 here, but right now cloudy. 75, still seeing a little bit of rain here and there around the city of San Antonio. Southerly winds at about 11 miles per hour. And here's the forecast for the rest of today. I mentioned I think the bulk of it moves east, and certainly by 5 o'clock we're seeing that happen. And then we may get a little bit of a break. Now, as we get into tomorrow, we're going to see more moisture start to stream in. So we get some good moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. And you're going to see more showers and maybe a few thunderstorms develop. We're not looking for severe weather. This is mostly just rain, and good rain. We want that. We'll take it. But this is around 6 o'clock tomorrow. Of course, the one thing you may be asking, what about Friday Night Football? Well, there could be some rain around, so we do need to plan for that and think about that. And there could be some lightning strikes that always can cause a few issues. Then as we get into the weekend, I think that things quiet down a little bit, at least for the time being. 79 at 2 o'clock today, 80 at 3 o'clock. We're going to keep in a 30% chance of rain. Temperatures stay in the low 80s. Then as we get into tonight, temperatures drop into the 70s. We'll still keep that slight chance of rain in the forecast. Now the next big story is a cold front. When does it get here? We've been talking about this a lot. Sunday's the day. Sunday arrival. The front gets here just after sunset on Sunday. So if you want to plan ahead, think about this because Monday's going to be so very different. Big drop. Temperatures will dip 15 to 20 degrees in just a few hours here in San Antonio when that front comes through, again, Sunday evening. And then you get wind chills in the 30s. 30s Monday morning. Gusts to 40 miles per hour. Temperatures will be in the 40s. If you want to learn more about that and the forecast, you can scan that QR code. We got a great article on what's ahead. And we do want to talk about trick-or-treating very quickly. I know it's been a busy day, but kids are asking, what's it going to be like? 40s and chilly. Cloudy. Rain will be ending, but it will be cold. Prepare yourselves. Here's the extended forecast. 40% chance of rain tomorrow. 20% over the weekend. 60% chance, though, Sunday night as that front comes through. Windy and cold, cloudy, potentially rainy Monday and Tuesday. What a difference. A lot going on.
You can always expect that at this time of the year, though.
Seems that way.
The weather can swing wildly.
Yes.
Earlier this morning, I saw a pumpkin literally rolling down the road in a tornado.
Well, I was excited because it was National Pumpkin Day.
Absolutely. It was celebrating, and so is SA Live.
Yes, indeed. Before I get to that, first of all, shout out to Justin and Mia for covering all the weather this morning. Fantastic. All right, before we get to the pumpkin, look at our set. Look at how beautiful this is. We are decorated up for a huge Dia de los Muertos event. We're going to tell you about that, how you can have your party really ramped up. Beautiful ladies here as well. And yes, back to the pumpkins. It is National Pumpkin Day, so show us your pumpkin or decorate it as a jack-o'-lantern. Scan that QR code right there. And of course, the great debate. Do you just color on them or do you carve them and stick your hand in and get the goo out and all that stuff? And then you get the pumpkin seeds and you roast those, a little salt. Never mind. I'm going off on a tangent.
Are you gonna carve those?
Tomorrow we will have pumpkin decorating and carving. Yes, indeed.
He's good at it too.
Yeah, I know he likes to stick his hand in there and get all that goo out of there.
That's just yes. And when kids first do that, when my boys did that, like it's like no, it's like a rite of passage, right down the pumpkin. So
that's the best part.
It is.
Okay. I saw this morning somebody taking an egg beater, and that's how you scrape out the inside.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I just use your hands.
Ew.
Hey, the Spurs dropped the first game of the regular season, but we got a glimpse of what we can expect over the entire year, and it's something to behold. It's what we have been waiting for, to see this guy, Victor Wembanyama, take the floor for the real opening night. Spurs hosted the Mavs last night. Wembanyama off to a nice start, the corner three. Spurs up 10, second quarter, able to keep that distance from the Mavs. Devin Vassell, he had a nice game, 23 points last night. Spurs up 4 at the half. We go to the fourth quarter. Wemby is now in foul trouble. He's got 5 of them. Gets the Trey Jones pass, and that's the Wemby slam. He finished with 15, but it wasn't enough. The Mavs went on an 11-3 run to end the game. Luka Doncic, watch him drive, and then he stops and gets kicked. That's a foul, and then the bucket, 3-point play. And then, once again, he's up high, and there's the little push-off, not called, back up, three-pointer, gets a double team. He had 33 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. Spurs rushed too many shots down the stretch, and they turned it over too many times. Mavs win it 126-119. Wemby and Pop, though, talked about his first game and overcoming that foul trouble.
I thought his maturity showed, even at a young age, where he came in with the last, I think, 7 minutes and just play. We ran some stuff for him. He executed. where a lot of guys would have been totally out of it by then because they, as you said, were in foul trouble and didn't get their rhythm. So I thought he had a wonderful outing, considering that.
I was just focused on being the best I can be when I step back on the court, you know. It might be frustrating, but always keeping the head up is good for my teammates, you know, so I can show it on the court, and it's, you know, we learn every day.
All right, so Wembanyama started out fast, as Pop was talking about, but then he picked up too many fouls along the way. One thing to work on, the ticky-tack reach in and touch fouls, but he was talking about that. He picked up his fifth foul with 26 seconds left in to start the fourth quarter. He got back in the game with 5 fouls. He stayed in the game for the rest of it, and he scored 9 points. So he was able to deal with that, like Pop was talking about, that maturity. That's just some things to work on, and he can continue to work on them tomorrow night when they host the Houston Rockets. It's the third time we see the Rockets in like a week and a half. So we pretty much figured out what they can do. Let's see if the Spurs can get a win, even up this thing.
We just hate to see Mark Cuban celebrate.
Yeah, it's always tough to watch.
It's rough.
Yeah.
And heavy rain hitting our area. We are keeping a close eye to the sky. Justin Horn with his forecast update after the break.